Hey, welcome back to my video here on my 90 Johnson. I'm just taking the lag off right now, and just want to let everyone know when you're taking these off, you'll have a bolt here, here, and on the other opposing side, and you'll have this tab here. I forget what it's called, but you want to make sure you mark that when you take it off, because what that does is counteracts the torque from the prop, I guess, for the steering, so you go straight. And there's a bolt right up in here, so when you're trying to take the lag off, you know, if you're having trouble, make sure you got that bolt out. And there's one ahead under that rope there, and as you can see, it's starting to come apart. So I'm going to take this rope off, let that fall, and I'm not going to take the lag off completely because I can't get the lag up, so I'm going to have to deal with what I got here. And there's this little rubber grommet there on the shaft and everything else in that. It should come off, so I'll get this off and then I'll show you guys. Okay guys, next segment of the video, I got the lag dropped. I was having a bit of trouble, but I forgot last time I left a bolt in, so when I did get it down, it wouldn't all come crashing down. So I got it off, and here it is. There's the water pump. So I'm going to work on getting that off. I'm just going to lift it up and see how the impeller is. I mean, the guy I got this off of said they brought it to a mechanic, and you know, to me it doesn't look like the bolts have been taken off. I mean, they might have fired it up and it had sufficient water going through it, but you know, all it takes is a little bit of not having enough water going through. Just because you have water going through doesn't mean you have the adequate pressure or anything like that to keep the engine cool, because the guy was complaining about overheating. So that's going to be my first thing to check, and they obviously didn't check it because the bolts don't look like they were tampered with at all. So I can tell by the dirt nothing's been moved, indication that wrenches have been on it. So I'm going to take that off and just lift it up, and I'm not going to worry about replacing the gasket because I purchased another motor from a guy, so I'm just kind of doing this for kicks. Alright, so I'll get back to you. Okay guys, I got the lag dropped. And what I'm going to show you is a common problem here. If I can find my light. There it is, right in front of me. Now it's daylight out here, but it's still pretty dark to see. So this is how an impeller works here. So you got, see how it's, the center of the shaft is offset. So what you're gonna have is the fins of the impeller, when it comes around this side, they're going to be relaxed, well, sort of, and they're going to be rubbing on the side, and then when it rotates around the shaft to the thinner side, the fins compress, which creates the squeezing motion to send the fluid and the coolant, the water, up the tube to the engine. And what's happened here with this impeller, as you can see, as you rotate it, it's got memory, like stay, like look at the fins where it meets on the plate, and you'll see as I rotate it, they get shorter and shorter and start to get longer and longer. It's because the impeller is left inside and it gets rubber memory. So what do you think's going to happen when that rotor gets around, when that short fin gets over to the side where it's supposed to be relaxed